I was coming home very late at night again. I was nobody worried me. I was running on the street, with other couple of kids, and it was like 11 o'clock at night already. And the back street, I was coming home on the back street, and I knew this guy that was some kind of a weirdo, really. Because he also knew me because he was living in a neighborhood, and he knew that who I was, and I didn't have a good reputation between the kids. Because I was fighting all the time, and even I stole their food. And then it was going this way, I was coming this way. And it was a dark street. He grabbed me and pushed me up against the wall by my neck and started choking. I believe that if I were unable to get away from him,
he would have killed you.
He would kill me.
But do you remember if there was people that were ending up dead around there or went missing?
Oh yeah, there are a lot of people. They caught most of the people, and they caught somebody, even if he wasn't, but he had a bad reputation. The police said, that's probably him.
They just take it, yeah.
And that was it. So that was when I came close to, I never forget that. That was a bad man. Oh, but what I'm saying is that for like 7, 8, 9, 10, I was on the street fighting for myself. But a lot of times I was on the street, still absolutely nude. And nobody paid attention. There's a kid.
Yeah.
Running around nice summer, with no shoes, no nothing. There was a year or two when she had a job in a Volksman Hotel. The Volksman Hotel was that the government provided a primitive big hotel for workers from the outskirts of Budapest, from the country. Now, a lot of workers came to Budapest and was building over there whatever needed to, and the government provided them hotel, room and board. So Jopi was working over there cleaning. They gave him this big blue can with a top. You pull it out, pour the water in, and the drink it, put it back, went back to work, and everybody used that. And then what food or soup left over there for that room and board from the workers, pour that in the can for Jofi, and Jofi walked with it at least easily 3 miles, because she didn't have we didn't have money for a streetcar, nothing, nothing. So as a kids, we were hanging out the window. We, the two kids, Reggie and I, we were hanging out that one first, second floor window, looking down. That Jofi finally turned in, hardly walk, with that heavy can, walk. Then we run down, run in the bar at home and eat it. Sometimes she brought home a bag full of, like a pillowcase, apples, but half of them looked like bad already.
Yeah.
So we were poured it out from the floor, and started eating it, And what was interesting, we were first picking out the better ones,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, all of them was gone.
Yeah.
Even the bad one. We got to it. But that's the way. But you know what, Pretty? That was good, because that's why, there is one thing what people need to learn, what we are very, very lack of the appreciation,
Yeah.
I have so much things what I went through. But even today, when I take a shower, I remember Jofi. Every single day without fail, when I'm taking a shower, we have that big pot. She put the cold water in, put it up on that little stove, warmed up the water, put it on the chair, come over here, I went over there, put your head in there, she washed my head, my arm in that, wiped it, then put it on the floor, the same thing, stand in there, then I stepped in there, then she washed my leg, my everything, and then wiped me up, and then that was it. Winter time, Princi, that was suffering so much because we didn't have heat and we didn't have blankets either. It got very cold And Reggie and I, we were sleeping together in a sofa which was opened up the bed, but it was already broken, the head part hanging down. So, and then Lee had a overcoat. He's already left, but the coat was over there, left it over there in our apartment. And then we grabbed that one from the closet, and I remember pour it on the blanket. It was a heavy winter coat, but Lee got it on the street in 1956. It was having a bullet hole on the back. Now all these clothes, everything, we were getting it in 1956 from the street. There were cars burned out, all the stores was breaking into. Everything was, the houses was broken, very badly. People, tanks, Russian tanks were shooting at building everywhere. They were hanging people up on the line. With them, I have a good friend, Szalai József. He was 2 years older than I am. Good friend across the street. He was able to make scooters with wood and bearings, So he made one, and we used it and everything. It was when finally the war was over. His mother come to us, and he says that he can find Yoshi. I never seen him when fighting. We were down in a basement hiding, because they were shooting and bombing too. And after the war, about 200,000 dead people on the street. Of course, they couldn't do everything with them right away. What they did, and it was in November, December, they took them out to the different cemeteries, and then they put them down, laying down on the ground, rolls and rolls and rolls, and waiting for any relatives who wants to take care of it. Not the state had to do it, So it was very cold, and the mother of Yoshi, she came over and asked Jofi and me if we would go with her to the Kerepeshi cemetery and look for Yoshi. Never forget those rolls and women and men and children, just We've spent about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and we find that he was laying down over there, machine gun across his chest. But I remember, I can see it now. On the way home and before, I saw street long people was hanging, dead people from the telephone poles. Every pole. And they were throwing out, I don't know if we're dead or alive, but they were throwing out body from the 5th, 6th floor on the street.